Politics often is a personal, kind of personal mood, personal perspective, a personal view. Folks sometimes separate their work status with their personal politics. You know, whatever I do in the voting booth is my personal opinion. I don't want to share with anyone else, and I respect that. But as a union, I think we understand politics. There is a connection between politics and the contract bargaining agreement position that we're often in. What we do in this union is connect the two. We go to our elected officials and tell them, listen, you know, we were behind you during the campaign, or we got involved, or we had something to do with the elections. You know, now here we are to talk about how we're good public employees, we're hard workers, and we deserve more. As a case in point, let me give you very quick a case in point of how this worked, or how this is working in part of our political program. We have, in the Boston City elections, our political program involved us putting together a political forum, a candidates forum that happened in Charlestown, in our Union Hall. We had about close to 100 folks there. Many of you here, Anita, Kristen, helped run the forum. Greg King and others here, Mary Beth was there. And we had the candidates. Mayor Menino, all the councilors at large in Boston were at this forum. They came, they gave us their spiel, they gave us their comments, we questioned them, they answered, and then they did a final kind of commentary at the end, and their final remarks at the end, and then we rated them. Right there at the forum, we rated how they did, and we voted. Members voted that were at this forum. Now, I should preface that by saying we did everything to announce this forum, we did everything to announce to make sure that everyone could go to this forum. And so the folks that took the time to go to this forum had the power to vote on who we were going to endorse. It wasn't some suits from the political office in our campaign making from our union making the decision on who we were going to vote. No, it was the members that were at this forum. So we rated them. The day after, we tallied the votes. We said who voted, how many got the votes, and that's the way we decided who was going to be our candidate, who we were going to endorse. So we had a line of candidates. We endorsed the candidates. We then, after that, we then decided, listen, we're going to have some members out and helping some of these candidates. We did that. Most of them got elected. I think the majority of them got elected. So then we had a particular issue that came that affected our members, union members. And this is a case in point, the street workers. We have street workers that we represent at the Boston Centers for Youth and Families. We found out a particular issue that came to our attention, came to our president, Bruce McCarty's attention. And he said, we need to take action. One of our members was shot in the head in the line of duty. This is the type of job the street workers do. Our members, they were out there, they do anti-gang violence work. Very dangerous work. And we realized that we need to take action. So with our representative, Villafane, was out there helping to organize these street workers together. We put them together. We said, we got to get together and we got to do something about this. So let's first recognize and work with our city councilors on getting us to support legislation to protect street workers when they're injured in the line of duty. Workers' comp or disability, they don't receive the same amount that police officers receive. So we're trying to do something that will give them kind of a somewhat equal status when it comes to those street workers who are injured in the line of duty. They should get the same disability compensation. So we have to work. So this requires some lobbying on our part. So Bruce McCarty and I, we went to those candidates that all our members supported during the election. We sat with them, and they were very receptive because they remembered us. And they remembered that we had lots of our members out there in support of them. So we went there, we sat down, we told them about our issue. Then we went and worked with our street workers, and we have Will Harvey here. He's here today live and doing well. If you want to stand up, Will Harvey. And the person that was leading this group, that led the group from within, who heads the street workers, in the city is Anthony. He's the one that doesn't speak too loud in here. Anthony, get it. So he helped us. Elaine, our representative, internal organizer, working with Anthony. This is how it works. We had Will Harvey take the lead and say, yes, if I want to be an example of why we need to move this, I will. He had his family there at the ceremony. All the councilors supported this recognition of Will Harvey and his service. And then we had one council member, Felix Arroyo, who stood up and said, I'm going to take on this legislation, and on the first day, first session, January, first session of the City Council, the first call to order was to protect street workers in the line of duty. And all of them unanimously, the City Councilors unanimously said, we will be there for you. Let's get a hearing, and let's open it up to the community, and then let's also get a legislation and call it up into the State House and say we need to support our street workers. And now street workers, the members' contract is coming up, and they will remember us. I guarantee you that when we go before them, they will remember us that we were there in the very beginning during the campaign. They'll remember us through that forum that we put together, that we had numbers out there during the election day, that we came before them in the City Council to push legislation. And now when we go before them in the contract, they will remember our position. So, again, we can do this and many more of these types of activities. It's on you, on us, together to work out these political activity efforts. So I call on everyone, if you please call our office. If there's anything that's going on in your town, in your municipality, please call our office, call me. We're going to be, this program is going to be rolled out across the state. So you'll be hearing more from us. And again, I know we're all in a fighting position and ready to take on a lot of the challenges. So thank you.